Okay, we're going to show you how to place orders in the order entry system of MetaTrader 4, MT4. And you can basically place an order here. Just click on the chart and hit F9, and that will pull up the order entry screen. Another way to do it is to simply right click. If you want the grid on here, you can also hit Control G to bring the grid up. If you want it off, hit Control G again to take it off. But in entering an order, you can simply right click, go to the trading screen, new order, unless you want to put in a stop or a limit. You can do a new order here, okay? And this will simply execute at the market unless you specify a pending order. If you specify a pending order, you can obviously change your lot size here. You can even also type in a lot size and it will take that. And what you'll do is put in your stop loss here, your take profit. You can type in a comment if you want to comment in on this trade, and you want to specify the type. Is it a buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, or sell stop? And at what price do you want it to execute, and when do you want it to expire? And then you would place that order. This here, it says 50 pips because it's 5-digit pricing. That's actually 5 pips. So let's do a market execution. So we go to trading, new order. I'm going to execute at the market right now. So let's say I did a sell entry here, and I executed at the lot size that I wanted. I hit OK, and that did what I wanted it to do there. Let's say I wanted to do 2 orders. So I'm going to do another sell order, and now I have 2 open orders here. You'll notice that the stop loss and take profit are not filled in. If I want to put those in, which I would highlight the order that I wanted to change. So let's highlight this one, for instance. And what I will do is go ahead and type that information here. So you can either copy or you can type the price that you want to have in there. So if my entry price was 34976, and I want it to be 20 pips above that for a stop loss, so I'm going to enter 1.35176, which is 20 pips above my entry. And on my take profit, let's say I wanted to take profit at 20 pips, I would then be at 1.34766. Excuse me, 776. And then I just hit modify, and now the take profit and stop loss are entered in there. If I also want to include a trailing stop, what I will do is right click while it's highlighted, go to trailing stop, and click on whichever one I want. Again, because it's 5-digit pricing, there is an extra 0 included here. This is actually 5 pips, not 50 pips. So my trail would be 5 pips here, and I know that it's on because it automatically changes the color to yellow in the stop loss area. So now not only do I have a stop loss and a take profit, I also have a trailing stop of 5 pips. If I'm in the money on one order and I choose to close that one out and leave the other one on, I may do so. I'm just going to highlight the one that I want to close and right click, go to close order, and what I would do is just hit the close button here and then hit OK. And this one that I'm waiting on, I can wait for that to play out, or I can close that one again manually as well if I want to, just by highlighting it and right clicking and hitting close order. If I want to modify it again, I can do so in this area and just enter the new information. If I want to add a stop and I want to possibly sell again in another 10 pips, I can do that with a pending order. So instead of doing the market, I would do a pending order here and put in the information I want. Again, if I want to close this out, I can. I would just right click and hit close, and it would close the order, and then I confirm it by clicking OK. I know that my trailing stop is already on, and my profit is currently set to deposit currency, which means that showing here that's $2.40 negative. If I wanted it to be in points or pips, it would show up here, and it's not really 25, it's actually 3.4 instead of 34. So it's actually 3.8 pips, 3.4 pips. If I want to go back to deposit currency, I right click again and change the profit to deposit currency, and now it's giving me the actual dollar value. What I can do is in this area I can also change any of these things or even change my trailing stop. So if I wanted to close this one out, right click, close order, hit the close yellow bar here, and OK, and now I'm out of that position as well. That's basically it for your basic order entry.